About halfway through animating the walking pedestrians in this section, I had a weird epiphany. Until that point, all the pedestrians I'd been animating were just walking along, but suddenly I realised that these weren't just merely walking characters to add some life to a scene, but people who were meant to be living in this world, and they wouldn't just be walking, they'd be shopping, they'd have families. And so from that point on I started adding a few who were carrying things that they were going to trade or that they just bought, some mothers carrying their children, that sort of thing. Even though the difference it makes is small, I think it adds a bit more texture and life to the setting to see people who, despite being unimportant to the narrative we're directly exploring as players, still exist in this world beyond just being something to look at. Funnily, after showing Ivan this revelation, he remarked how funny it was that there weren't any people wearing skirts or dresses, something I hadn't even noticed until that point where he mentioned it. So I quickly scrambled to add a few of those into the mix, especially with the pedestrians that stand around. It's interesting that something that started off as being quite a small idea, to just add a bit of life by having some people walk past, quickly turned into a realisation that in order to give a real feel of this being a real city, much more than a few people walking need to be kept in mind. Altogether, there are 25 different pedestrians who walk past and 27 different characters who can be standing at the stalls, which is more than the total number of characters for some games that we've made.
I'll need both hands, please.
Pretty brutal in here, huh? I couldn't believe how many guards they sent in.
Nothing on there worth taking. Reminds me of an old dress-up doll I used to have when I was a kid. I'm not ready to trade it back just yet. Can you tell me about the Reaper? I guess it's easier to be consistently miserable than to take a tough road to happiness.
Oh, and if you need to schedule a follow-up appointment, don't forget to speak to me afterwards.
You have to. I'll see you later, Nelson. Fine, let's go. Central Storage, Tiberius. Hello, Amy. 10B, you can tell me. You know that. Wellard is considered armed and dangerous. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is instructed to report to the Ministry of Energy.
Gordon, quick! Grab the sides!
Yes, quite clear. So I'm guessing there's more work to be done? Apparently that's been my home for the past 3 weeks.
I'm surprised nobody else tried before I did. I mean, there's like not much left in here, but glass is pretty valuable. I might trade it to Clem.
I can't just stand here and watch this. I need to help Denby.
But how? I'm supposed to follow Clem. He didn't go that way.
If I may ask, what caused you to change your mind?
I'd better not mess with it. You know, if you helped me today, I'd have the perfect life.